Salute to the orators, the inspirers, the cerebral navigators, thought provokers, mic hustlers, and those who catalyze paradigm shifts in our intellectual atmosphere. You are currently engaged with one of the most distinguished auditory platforms in the digital realm. We transcend traditional expectations, delving deep into discourse pertaining to the art of oratory eloquence. Our objective? To imbue even the most diffident among us with the audacity, tenacity, and unwavering determination to level up your lexicon with the linguistic artillery necessary to dissect reality with surgical precision, to kill the stage and use your gift as a paintbrush, creating a tableau of vibrant hues and stark contrast with the mic. Remember this, you are an orator, capable of becoming the paragon of eloquence and persuasion in this world. Welcome to the Speakers Roundtable, powered by Authentically Real. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, what up, dog? It's your boy, Big Kizzy Cam. Yo, I have never been this excited in all of my life. I have one of the most prolific. No, y'all not even hearing me. I'm telling you, you're not hearing. Turn your speaker box up. I'm in your ear box right now. I got one of the most prolific game changers, atmosphere change agents. This brother shakes every room that he walks in. He shake every school that he walk in. He moved pillars in lives that people didn't think that they pillars could ever be moved. The power and anointing that is on this brother's life is so amazing. It's so impactful. It's literally dripping off him. He changes every room he walk in. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. I got a killer in the building. I've never been this excited in my life. Listen, this young brother has changed me in more ways than one. I'll be 50. I'll be a half century old next week. And when I tell you, the power that he has allowed me to put my ego to the side and submit under his authority, under his teaching, under his understanding, and be taught by one of the best in the speaking business. When I tell you he know back office, when I tell you he know front office, he not out here just talking to talk. This brother is walking that walk. And when you hear somebody say, preach it, preach Will, that's what he do. And he's about to come through here right now and just blaze this platform. Please welcome. And it is a great honor for me to welcome none other than the one and only WillisBlessed. What up, bro?
What up, boy?
What up, bro?
Oh, hey, man. I'm ready. Baby.
Bro, first of all, I would be remiss to not say thank you for moving your schedule around because I know that you have people chomping at the bit to get at you. You have platforms that you run. You got businesses that you run. Guys, listen, now I ain't talking like this. My man don't just run, a little side hustle, drop shipping nonsense from China. He don't do none of that. Like, he really running a business that's really shaping and changing people's lives. So thank you, first of all, for moving your schedule because we had a little issue this morning and you were able and willing to come through and still bless the platform with your presence, man. So first of all, let me not just miss that and say thank you because for myself and my co-host who just can't happen that can't be here right now due to a weather issue, on his behalf and my behalf and everyone with the Authentically Real podcast, the Speakers Roundtable, thank you for being willing to do this.
Hey, man, listen to me, bro. Whenever Captain Kev call, I'm there. I don't care if he said, 1 o'clock in the morning, what Kev need? I'm there, baby. So I'm super grateful to be here. It's an honor, man. And just what you and your partner are doing is just really changing the world, bro. So salute to both of y'all. And I already know that's going to touch thousands and millions and trillions of individuals around the world. So appreciate you allowing me to be able to be here today.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate those kind words. Like I said, bro, we really sitting in a vision right now, Will. Like, we talked about this. And guys, y'all don't even realize this, but I literally get mentored by this man. Any of you out there that feel like I can't let no 30, 29, 30, they can't tell me what to do. I'm 50. What? Bro, if you have that mindset, I promise you losing. That's why you're not where you want to be today. Because this young brother right here, along with a lot of other people, have knowledge and wisdom that you may not possess. And you cannot let your ego get in the way because you are older than them, or you might got kids they age, and you think like this man can't tell me nothing. But this is a six-figure earner in the speaking game. And it's not easy. Let's not even fake the funk and act like, oh man, I can just get paid to speak. It's not so easy to do that. But this man has, I said this to you before, like, well, bro, you different. Where you getting? How do you get this information? He knows stuff that I'm like, yo, even the greats don't even know, right? Even the big dogs, that's running in them big circles. They don't even speak like he speak. They don't give the information. And so this guy literally is mentoring me. I'm in his program. I told him before I'm attached to his hip. Like he ain't never getting rid of me. I'm on him like skin, fam. Like you're not getting rid of me. And I'm like, Peter, bro, I don't play about Will. I will literally cut your ear off if I hear you talking sideways. So having said that, I do the fact that you were here and the fact that you run so many businesses and you do all of these things, man, I'm grateful that you were here. What I want us to talk about, honestly, bro, I really want us to get into um, how you got started, because a lot of people don't know how you got started.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that ugly side of Will. I want to talk about the side that people don't really, that people don't know. Because a lot of folks feel like if they pass got to be pretty first. They got to get fixed before they come to God. They got to they got to have the perfect build up first, and that's what's holding them back from jumping off that ledge and just spreading their wings to catch this wind of the spirit to fly and soar. They don't want to do that yet because they got to clean up what happened on Al 13. Talk to us about Will before IG.
Man, I love it, bro. So I would go back to 2011. Just getting out of high school, 2010, I get out of high school. 2011, I ended up getting a job through a temp agency company. And I was just doing all different type of off jobs, you know what I'm saying? And there was one particular job that I kind of fell in love with, bro. And it was at a recycling company in Franklin, Massachusetts called Jayco Environmental. So when I was in there, man, as a temp agent, I was just doing the work and I was just outworking everybody because I believe that my why was different from everybody else. Some people were there for a paycheck. Some people were there to get alcohol. Some people were there to, show off for women. But I was there to take care of my kid, to take care of my mom, to take care of the mother of my kid, right?
Yeah.
So, I just grinded my behind off. And eventually, the boss came up to me and said, hey, we want to hire you permanently. I was like, man, that's dope, right?
Right.
Bro, I had a Cadillac DeVille. You feel me, bro?
Yeah.
I remember peanut butter seats, bro. Shiny red, bro. Like it was my first car got me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, man, I remember taking that car, man, and I would drive people up there because, at the temp agency, most people didn't have a way to get there. Yeah. I had a, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy though, man, because the car didn't have a muffler for some time, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I went all the way to Massachusetts, back to Rhode Island every single day. And man, I remember when they gave me that opportunity to have that job, I was like, man, like, yo, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now here I am, I'm saying my mom raised me in church and all that stuff, but I wasn't really having a relationship with God. I knew God, but I didn't have a relationship with him. Yeah. And so, 3 years, 3 to 4 years, I remember one particular day, man, I'm, demoing refrigerators, driving the forklift, and, using the PDA to scan refrigerators to make sure the refrigerators are in the right aisles and things of that nature. And my boss, Ramon, I'll never forget, he's a Mexican dude. He come down the forklift, Willie. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Wait a minute. Wait. Do that again. What he did?
He said, Willie, right? So he come down on the forklift. He like, hey, Phil want to talk to you. Yeah. I said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But before he actually said that to me, I heard, do you love me? Yeah. And I was like, I don't know what that is. Right. So as soon as he told me, I heard again, do you love me? I was like, I don't know what that is. Yeah. And as soon as I walked up to the door to turn the knob, he's like, do you love me? Now, I didn't know it. That was the Holy Spirit speaking to me, right? I thought it was just me. I thought it was the, you know what I'm saying, the alcohol from last night. You feel me, bro?
Yeah.
I go into the office, and my boss, Phil, turns around. He says, hey, Will, what's going on? I said, man, I'm doing good. You need anything? How can I help you? How can I serve? He was like, yeah, man, the company's going to do a transition, and we have to remove individuals who's at the bottom of the totem pole. Now, unfortunately, you came this year, so we have to let you go. Man, when I tell you, man, them tears came down my face, man. And I'm like, man, like, are you serious, man? Like, all the hard work I did, all the blood, the sweat, the tears, all of that. Now I got to go?
Yeah.
So I'm all the way back from Franklin, Massachusetts, all the way to Rhode Island. I go into the house, slam the door, boom.
Yeah.
My mom looking at me like, baby, she from Zebulon, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So she like,
yeah.
I like, ma'am, it's going to get ugly. She said, what's it going to get? What you mean? I said, I lost my job. She said, like, you can't get another job? I said, well, I don't know. I'm going to try to.
Yeah.
We have a crib that we had to take care of and all of that. And so I remember, man, my mom was like, well, you going to be homeless, not me, because I'm going to go stay with Teresa. You got to figure this out. You got to be a grown man now. I said, man, well, I thought I was already being a grown man. You feel what I'm saying? Taking care of everything I take care of. And I remember, bro, I picked up my phone and I called my dog, Gilbert Augustive. Out of everybody in high school that I knew, fam, called just one person. And he picked up the phone. On the second ring, I was like, yo, Gil. He's like, what's going on, fam? I was like, yo, I need a place to stay. He's like, what's up? I lost my job. I'm homeless. Like, I'm sleeping couch to couch. I'm sleeping in my car. I need somewhere to stay. He's like, oh, bro, let me ask my mom. Let me see if she's okay with it. He asked his mom. His mom was like, yeah, they let me stay there 6 months free.
Wow.
Free, bro. Didn't charge me a dime. Allowed me to get back on my feet. From there, I ended up getting a job at House of Hope in Rhode Island. Now, this is where everything changed. Like, this is where WillisBlessed became WillisBlessed. After everybody.
That part. Yeah.
And so I remember one particular day, I'm going upstage because there was a stage up there, and a lot of, like, we had 4 co-workers on every single shift. So we did the second shift. And with the second shift, it was me, Jerome, Tina, and I forgot the other person's name, but Jerome was the person that, just like me, cares about people, loves people, you know what I'm saying, got a heart and passion for people. And so, he's like, yo, man, Will, I think you need to go talk to that guy right down there in the bunk bed. You know what I'm saying? A6. I think you can reach him. And the reason why he said that, because I'm always on the floor. I'm never on the desk up there. I'm on the floor, reaching out to people, connecting with people, trying to see where they're coming from. Like, what's your story? And I promise you, man, like, homeless people, recovering drug, they got some of the most dopest stories. Like, you'd be like, what? What? You know what I'm saying? And so I remember talking to this dude, Anthony Robertson, and I just said, hey, what's going on? He said, leave me alone. That's how he said, just literally, he's like, leave me alone. Like, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. This whole shelter making promises they ain't keeping. They say I'm supposed to get food stamps, I'm supposed to get housing, people stealing from me. I just feel like life ain't worth living no more. As soon as he said that, bro, I was like, yo, literally, this is the words that came out. I was just like, yo, your life is worth it. So I said to my man, right? Because of protocol, we had to walk down the stairs, wait for the ambulance to come. Ambulance takes him. 2 weeks later, I come back to work. Jerome says, hey, Will. I said, oh, Lord, here we go again. What's going on? Right? He like, man, Anthony's here. I said, Anthony's here? He said, yeah, you need to talk to him. I said, I don't know, Jerome. He said, no, it's good. It's good. So I go downstairs, go talk to Ant, right? And I'm like, yo, Anthony, what's going on? As soon as I said it, he says, Will, embraces me with the biggest hug I've had in my life. He said, with tears coming out, he said, Will, because of you, I didn't take my life. When I didn't feel like life wasn't worth it, I didn't take my life. Immediately, he'll take a rocket science. You feel me, Kings? I was just like, yo, my words got power. I said, yo, what's next? Right? From there, my friend Braulio Ortiz, he said, hey, Will, I love what you're doing over here. I want you to come work over here at the Providence Center, which is a drug rehab facility. He said, I think you'll do good. I was like, I bet, man. Ended up going there. I did my first presentation in front of 40 grown men. In front of 40 grown men, bro. My first, we talk about keynote before keynote, right?
Right.
Really, my hands are sweaty. I'm like, what am I going to tell 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old about life, right? And I remember I gave that presentation, Eagles do not stress the opinions of pigeons. I didn't even know, man. I went in, 40 minutes went in. Like the Holy Spirit flew. You know what I'm saying? Like right through the whole, man, I didn't know there was 2 dudes back there that was contemplating leaving the program and committing, ODing, planning to do an overdose. I found that out after I got done with the presentation. Vanessa, who was one of the counselors, she came up to me and she was like, hey, William, I just want to let you know, because of what your message was, these guys was leaving, like they were literally about to leave the program. They said what you said in there shook something into them. They're not leaving, they're staying, they want to complete the program. Man, can I say to you to this day, man, they're clean, they got their kids, and they got their job.
Wow.
Come on, man. That's
Hey,
what's
you
up.
need this.
Yeah.
You need, bro. You need that. And I've heard that story on so many occasions, bro. I've heard that story. I've heard you tell that. I've watched your real. Bro, I was there, Jay. I was in real time. I went to a school event. My man was like, Kev, come on, bro. Jess, this is how impactful this young brother is. He was like, Kev, come on, just get here. I got you. So I'm like, bet. I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, all right. So I get my ticket. He was like, I want you to come to this event. Not only do I go to the event, right? I go to the event. My man paid half my hotel stay, buy all my food while I'm there, and link me up with the director of that event so that I can come there in 24 and speak and fill the same spot that I've heard this testimony. Like he
Come
really
on.
lived this. Like he
Yeah.
really do this. Like he really be saving lives. He really be having kids fall in his arms and crying in his arms. And that is, bro, Will, I haven't even told you this before, but that is probably one of the biggest compliments that you can get as a human being, to have a child feel safe enough to run to you, fall in your arms and cry, and you not their parent, bro, you know you touched. Because children can smell it a mile away. If you fake, if you trash, if you evil, they can sense it. Like they senses is heightened to something. And Jay, he really lived his life, bro. And I've heard that testimony before, and every time I hear it, you literally put me in that facility, Will, and I can see the guys. It's like almost I can smell the room. I can feel the energy. I can see the lights in the windows. I can see the people sitting there, and I can see them dudes. Every time you tell that story, bro, I love that testimony, dude. I love it. Hey, Jesse, this
Bro.
brother right here is the real deal, man.
Oh yeah, I'm following him, and I've seen some of his stuff. I already know he the real deal, brother. Real talk. I'm glad to be on. Let me tell you something, man, real quick, and we're gonna get right back off in the wheel, brother. Thank you all both for being patient enough to let God do what He was doing. And when you told me what Will said, I said, okay, God, we got a guest that understands some things. God's timing is impeccable for everything. Nothing, God is never sitting on his throne with a nervous breakdown, sweating, palm sweating like I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, Lord, let this electric come back on before these brothers get off because I want to meet this brother.
Yeah.
It wasn't 3 minutes after. Came on. Call my mother-in-law, told me, come on over, Mom. Come on over. Do what you got to do. You're halfway here, getting wife settled in. But, brother, let me tell you something. And my wife said, babe, a young lady called and she wants you to talk to her son, and he's addicted to drugs. I'm like, man, you know, I really don't do the drug addicted stuff. I said, everybody got a special call that God uses them in. And I said, well, tell her I have a word of prayer with him. We just see what God is doing. I said, and she said, you know, it's a beautiful thing that they are thinking of you to call because they feel like you have some. Then I get on and hear what this brother's saying. Hear what this brother's saying. Will, go down here. I think you can help them. Nah, man, no. Will, go down here. Then you see, bro. Do we see how intentional God is to help us to understand? No, it may not be what you're used to doing, but I need you in this moment to do that part. So is it my way or his way? You see what I'm saying? And so when I heard that, I'm saying, okay, God, I hear you loud and clear. You ain't even got to call on me. I get it. All the timing of this happened while she's on the phone and all this kind of stuff. Bro, God is intentional. All we have to do is listen and understand. And when he really wants you to get it, he'll make sure you get it in plain view, plain sight, with so much clarity that it's hard for you to say it ain't God. I said, God, I hear you. I'm listening at this brother. I'm like, my wife just sat here and told me this. And I said, no, I really don't deal with that. But the Lord said, no, I need you right here. They asked, would you pray with him? When you said, man, that's when I realized my word got power. Oh, good God Almighty. God has given us something, bro.
Yeah.
that'll shake the very cores of the depths of darkness
Yeah.
if we just trust it and use it in those most unusual moments of our life. That's where God excels the most in our life. Because now it ain't about you. Because it's like, Lord, I don't deal with that. I know it. But I deal with it through you. Come on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Man,
I'm just
yeah.
affirming and confirming the fact God just showed me something. And I heard something. And it let me know God's timing is impeccable.
Yeah.
So somebody listening, oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
this brother is right on time.
Yeah, he is.
WillisBlessed is right on time.
Yeah, he
Preach Will
is.
is right on time.
Come
And if
on.
you listen to what God is saying through this brother right now,
Yeah.
he's right on time for you. That's why you're listening at this broadcast. And when you hear it, it's going to be right on time. It may not even be for you, but it may be for you to pass this message on to somebody else that's about to give up.
That's a fact.
Will, you're bad, brother, man. Keep
Yeah.
letting God do it. Because
Oh yeah.
I know with all the electric dropping, the
Mm.
highest winds today, nothing happened. The mildest winds, the power went out. I said,
Mm.
God, it's something going on right here. It
Yeah.
was something he needed me to hear. It was a word he sent through you. Hey, man, bro, Will said, take your time.
Yeah.
Get here when you can. No problem.
Yeah.
God's time.
That's
So,
Will, bro.
bro,
His great. He's
that's
great. He's
that's
just that's how he moves. This brother
I'm
is so
loving it,
humble.
bro.
Listen, you wouldn't even know because, and I'm not counting his pockets and saying that he is who he is. When you see on that
Mm-hmm.
video, this is who he is
Mm-hmm.
in person. You wouldn't even know that this man is a multiple high end 6-figure earner in his game. And I know people that's been in this game for years ain't got one paid speaking gig. This brother is really flexing these streets, and he don't care about sharing his help, sharing his wealth, sharing his knowledge. He's humble like that, and he's one of the more graceful leaders in this industry that and I've been around, and I've been around a lot of people, and he is one of the
Mm.
more graceful ones. So man, yeah, what you see with Will, you get this all the time. I want to talk to
Yeah.
you, Will, about something that most people may not want to touch. Um, the mental status, the darkness when you was without a job, when you was homeless,
Yeah.
when you was in that position where you was like, yo, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I want to talk about that because there's a lot of people even now they might not be physically living on the street, but you got some people that's got the gift to speak. They feel like they called to speak, and they might be living with a friend. They might be at the girl house. They name ain't on the lease. You technically you homeless, fam. Because if she was like, "Yo, get out," you ain't got nowhere to go. I want to talk. I want you to talk about that mental status, where you were then, how you fought, how you re-encouraged. What helped you get
Mm.
through that situation to get to the next phase? What caused you not to just be like, yo, that's it, I'm done, quit?
Yeah, man. I think what God wanted to do was really humble me.
Ooh,
I think that was the biggest thing. Like he wanted to break me because he can't. He couldn't trust me at this level right now if I had that same mentality back then. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Would have been a womanizer, alcoholic, smoking, playing the game, not worrying about purpose, worrying about her. You feel me? And in that space, man, like I was just really suicidal, super suicidal, bro. Like every day I wanted to take my life. I did not want to live. I felt like a bum. I felt like I wasn't a dad. I wasn't a father. Man, like the thoughts that went through my head was just like I knew it was the enemy. You ain't good enough. You're from special education. You'll never be great. Right? All these things were playing in my head every single day. It felt like torture, bro. Torture, bro. Like I couldn't even I even when I try to think positive, like quickly just negativity. You feel me? And I think the thing that saved me through that mess and how God turned that mess into a message was my mom invited me to church. You feel what I'm saying? And when she invited me to church, now check this out, because a lot of people have not heard this, right?
let's
Now I'm
go.
right?
Exclusive.
So yeah, it's exclusive,
Give it
exclusive.
to us.
I got you, fam. So no lie, man. When I stayed with my friend, he went out to house parties, right? So they used to call them PC parties, Providence College parties. So one particular night, man, I don't know what it was, but as soon as I left that house, I don't know if you ever felt the feeling of death. But that's what I felt
Yeah,
all night long, bro. So walking, and then we pass this gas station. This car pull up, skirt, boom. 4 people in the car. My life flashed before me, bro. Like I had an out of body experience, bro. It was like God, like literally took my soul and let me see everything that would take place if I didn't serve him. And what I seen was the dude in the back had literally an AK and was gonna pull the AK out, miss my friends, and then chase me through this little alleyway. And when I'm about to hop the fence, he shoots me. I'm gone. As soon as I say, no, Lord, boom, my spirit hit right back in my body. Now, my dumb self, you think I went back home? Nah, I went right to the party. Wow. Man, when I tell you, when I got into that party, man, when I went downstairs to that basement, everybody smoking, want some? Nah. Want some alcohol? Nah. Girls trying to get up on me, grind and all that. I'm like, nah. My boy get like, yo, what's wrong, yo? You good? I'm like, nah, I need to go home. Bro. He was like, all right, well, let's go. So we walking home. I still feel this feeling of death, y'all. Like I feel like I'm gonna die at any moment. Man, I go upstairs. I never ran up a stairs so fast in my life, fam. I get in that room, close the door. I got on my knees. I didn't know how to pray, but whatever I said, I just simply said, God, if you take this feeling, I'll serve you for the rest of my life. From that moment forward, that thing was lifted. Now catch this. Remember, God's timing is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That morning, my mom called me. Hey, baby, you want to go to church? I said, do I? I said, yeah. I'm ready to go right now. Let's go. Right? She picks me up. I remember I had these tan pants on, red and black Nikes, and a white and black cardigan. Now, for me, I haven't been in church in years. So I'm like, I'm going to sit right in the back of the church. I ain't worried to be nowhere in the middle, nowhere. I'm going to be right in the back. So they start, they're in mid-worship. This lady, I remember her name, Pastor Tamara. She in mid-worship. She stops. I'm like, I don't know why she's stopping for. I'm like, I'm sitting back here, what I'm saying? I'm crying, snot's coming out my nose. I'm just like, man, I'm just thankful to be living. She says, hey, you back there with the black and white cardigan and the tan pants, come up here. I'm looking back doing double takes, fam. I'm like, who? Right? My mom walk up there with me, and my mom's crying. My mom just is crying. And she looks at me and she says, sir, lift your hands. I lift my hand. She said, your home forever is the kingdom of heaven. And she said, by the time I'm done praying for you, the world is going to remember your name. All God needs is your yes right now. I gave my yes.
Gave it.
Man, when I tell you my mom was crying, my mom was like, Jesus. She was like, there's nothing more better than a mother's prayer to be answered. And man, I went back home to the crib. I had 50 Cent CDs. I had all these CDs. I threw them all out. Go buy me some dress. And I'm telling you, man, that moment right there is what saved my life.
That's what did it.
Bruh. That's strong, Kev.
Yeah.
Bruh, let me tell you something.
I've never heard that part. I've heard a lot from this man. I've never heard that. That was deep.
Yeah. And you know what, man? What I like about it is it kind of mirrors the last interview with our man Dr. Vic when he said he had that life-changing moment.
Yep.
But he didn't go right away, but his mind had got altered. Like, man, something is different.
Yeah.
And this man, like, I'm feeling death, man. And you can't even do the stuff you wanted to do normally when you used to do it, because it's like, man, is this really about to be my last time? Bro, I can resonate with that, bro, because the night when I got saved, bro, I went to church to go fight a preacher. Went to go fight the very thing I became.
Yep.
And when I tell you I was ready, I'm like, I'm going to get this guy. And young preacher, man, but that brother, long story short, bro, I mean, when I walked in there, God had another plan, bro. The enemy's plan was to make mockery of what God was doing in my life that I didn't know about, trying to sabotage that. And, bro, I think the thing that resonates with me is when your homie's like, bro, you okay? Yeah, I got to go home. All right, let's go then. Because just think if you hadn't went, how many other lives probably could have got lost
Mhm.
when you didn't really know what was happening, but you just knew something ain't right about this night. And what ain't right is I need to get it right with God. Bro, let me tell you, Will, let me say this. I'm going to let you drop something on this, bro. Talk to the people. Because when you said, I didn't know how to pray, but in actuality, you were talking about how the church pray and what
Get
we
out
done
my
heard
head.
and
Get out
and
my
the
head.
language they use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what you found out, Will, was prayer ain't nothing but simply having communication with the Creator, bro,
Yeah.
and just let them know where you at and how you feeling and you need it. Talk to the people about that part, because sometimes people think if they don't say the right words, God ain't hearing them, and it ain't like that.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, man. I think God's greatest vocabulary is relationship.
Mm.
That's what I believe. I believe, however you need to say it. I talk to God just like I'm talking to you and Kev. Like, yo, God,
Yeah.
I need you right now, man. Like, I'm looking crazy right now. Like, I just have a conversation with God, and that's all you're having. You know what I'm saying? Like the King
Yeah.
said, you're just having a conversation with God. Stop trying to be deep.
Yeah.
Like, you
Mhm.
really understand God is not deep.
Mm-mm.
You make them so deep that you be like, I got to speak in tongues to be. No, because there's a lot of people who are speaking in tongues and God still don't understand.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Your
No.
heart's not pure. You
Not
feel what I'm
pure.
saying?
Come
Heart's
on.
not pure.
Come
You know
on.
what I'm saying? Like you think that you can bypass like not forgiving people. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on,
You
bro.
bypass talking about people. Like a lot of people out here, professional gossipers, and then you want to come to the throne room of heaven and you want God to answer something. A lot of your
Mm.
not answering because you're not really being you.
You're not. You're not being real with
Bro.
God. You're not being
That's
real with
real.
God. You being fake, and God can't bless the fake you.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Because
No,
listen, he don't got he didn't have the provision, right? He didn't put the ram in the bush,
Mhm.
right? He didn't bring the manna down. He didn't double tap the fleece for the fake you. He
Yeah.
provided all of those things for the one that he created. And now
yeah,
you
the
showing
real
up
you.
at his throne of grace with the fake you, faking the funk. And he was like, I don't know you. I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
Man.
Bro, that's that
You
part, bro.
boy, let me say this too, Kev. I like how Will is speaking things over his own life. Will is blessed.
Will definitely is
We don't care
blessed.
what we don't care what the rest of the world talking about. Will is blessed. See,
He
what are
definitely
you
is.
saying about yourself, man? How did you even come to just even start saying Will is blessed? What really made that happen? Like, bruh, this is who I am, and this is who I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be, and this is how I'm gonna walk it, man. Because that's what I am. I am blessed. What brought you to that moment for that name, man? Because I like it, bro.
I
I
love it.
love it, and it
What gave you the
resonates. It's
audacity to
powerful.
even say that, bro?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause some people don't want to say that they blessed like that because
Yeah.
they try to use this cloak of humility. Like, nah, no, man. Jesus said, "I came to do the will of my Father." Straight
Facts.
up.
Big.
Facts.
So what made Will say, "No, man, this is who I am. This is the name God and gave me."
I love it, man. So I always say my mom named me Will, but God added the is blessed.
Come
You
on, man.
That's what's up.
Come on.
Hey, you get that? You get that?
Yeah, man. I mean, really, man, it was just something that my old username, y'all gonna laugh at me, man. I'm gonna kick both y'all on your kneecap if you laugh. But listen, yo, my username on Twitter and Instagram used to be Will Nasty 37,
Will Nasty 37.
bro. And I literally did that, to reach the women. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I know God looking at me like, boy, are you crazy? You walk around with a Will Nasty,
I love it.
nothing else, son.
I
I said,
love it.
"Hey, I'm gonna come you with
Hey.
this. I'm gonna turn you from Jacob to Israel. That's what I'm about to do right now."
I
Yes,
love it.
I'm just sitting in the room one day. I'm
Uh,
like, man, through my life, I'm like, man, like you know what? Like I am blessed. I said, there's nothing
yeah.
more powerful than the I am statements. I said, Will is
Come on.
blessed, is blessed, Will is blessed. That's it. Went on Instagram
Yeah.
real quick, nobody had it. You feel me? I said, Will, let's go, God.
Let's
There it is.
go.
There it is. There
Just
it
change
is. Yeah.
it
Let's
straightforward.
go.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that, man. I love that. So we've hit the
Well,
34
we
mark.
glad
We gotta
Will
hit.
ain't nasty no more.
Yeah, Will ain't nasty no
Will
more. Will
nasty
is simply
37.
blessed. Will is simply blessed.
Say,
That's
man.
what's up.
Say, man. Look here, bro. When
Jeez.
we look back on how foolish we were when the enemy
Yeah,
just had our minds and thoughts twisted, bro,
yeah.
I'm like, man, I told my wife I had a race truck, man. And boy, that I used to say, boy, I'll make a shake of hips going down the road, boy, because that thing was
Mm,
fast. Me and my cousin won all kind of money. She said, what was the name of your truck? I said, well, I can't tell you. It just so I can't tell you. It was the little red bee. That's what I used to call it. She said,
mm,
why? I said, because she was nasty. And that's what I used to tell man. Cause I pull up that thing, that motor rumbling, and I was winning money left and right. And then after I got saved, I said, Lord, why in the world did I name my truck that? I said, well, the
mm.
devil just had your mind just messed up, man. It's a beautiful thing, bro,
Yeah,
when the scales fall from our eyes and we can really see clearly to help others, man.
yeah,
You know, because we be blinded by sometimes the most simplest things.
yeah.
And most people really ain't even dealing with as much as we dealt with. Because let me show you this. Usually those that have been raised in church and you get out here start wilding out, you worse than a person that ain't never been to church. Why? Because you
Mm,
know better. You
yeah.
know better. You know better, man.
You know better.
You know better, bro. So you
Yeah,
worse off than a person that ain't never been to church doing more dirt than you
yeah.
because you know better,
Mm,
bruh. So
man,
Will is blessed, man. I'm loving this, brother.
yeah,
I'm loving it. The
bro.
the
We
the testimony and conviction is heavy.
yeah, it definitely is. We have hit the 35-minute mark. So we'll pause for a
Uh-oh.
minute. We got to handle some business really quick. We want to give a big, humongous salute to our premier title sponsor, Brand Fluence, the keynote content intensive group. Their slogan is understand this. It's not just about branding, it's about leaving a legacy. We're here to channel influence through your brand. Let's go. They are hosting their very
Mm.
first Brand Fluence keynote content intensive in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Creators Clubhouse, owned and hosted by David Shands. That will be November 17th through the 19th. Tickets are on sale now. They can only host 5 people. They already have 10 sold, so you have got to get your tickets now. If you're watching us on YouTube, please go to the show notes. I will have a link in the description. I will also post one here on the screen so that you can hurry up and get your ticket now. If you are a speaker, a coach, a motivator, whatever you are, and you have social presence and you want to enhance your influence, please make sure that you get your ticket and be in the building. Not only that, got a special treat for you. WillisBlessed. Will be on site, body slamming the room as he typically does. So, guys, please get your tickets. Again, we want to give a big shout out to Brand Fluence for their support of this show and this podcast. Now, Will, I
Yo,
want to
Kev,
ask
Kev,
you.
Kev,
Yeah.
Kev, Kev,
Yes,
real
sir.
quick.
Yes, sir.
I just heard one small mistake, and we
Yeah.
don't want the people to be sad. You said
Yeah.
they only can host 5 people, but it's 50, right?
50. They can only host
Okay,
50
yeah,
people. Yeah. If I
yeah,
said
okay,
five, my
yeah.
my my apologies. And this
Oh,
isn't
it's all
because
good, brother.
yeah, they just can't the building is they're only allowed 50.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so I wanna shift really quick into the thing that you do the best. And that
Hmm.
is the speaking industry. I want to first ask you, how do you feel about the state of the public speaking industry, especially as things have progressed through TikTok, all of the different social media outlets? What do you think the state of the speaking game is, and where do you see it going in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I feel like it's the rap game. It's one hit wonders.
Mm,
I feel like a lot of people just trying to get into it to call themselves a speaker, but they don't really have a heart for it. Shout out to my man Inky. He says it best. There's real lives behind those words that you speak, and a lot
facts.
of them don't understand that. A lot of them
Yeah.
think it's getting on a stage and speaking in front of an audience and you take a picture to post it on social media to be something that you're not. Like, the stage is not the stage. The stage is the stage at home. How you treating your wife, how you treating your kids, how you treating the relationships that you have. And so if you cannot handle the stage privately, then you darn sure ain't gonna be able to handle the stage publicly. And so we have a lot of public success and private failures. You feel what I'm saying? And so for me, the state of it, I feel like it's just going to continue to be one hit wonders because people are just trying to get in the game to get paid rather than get in the game to actually make an impact. And they don't even understand that that's the quickest acceleration for you. I never got into this thing to get paid. I got into the game to make an impact.
Do you think that there is a plethora of people going around like this whole get paid to speak? Do you think that that is starting to become uh, a speakademic? I'm gonna say a speakademic instead of a pandemic. I'm gonna say speak.
Academic.
Do you think that that flex is starting to become a problem?
Yeah, because you got people that have been in the speaking game for 1 week trying to teach a class on how to get paid to speak, and you haven't been paid to speak multiple times. Anybody can get paid one.
Yeah.
That's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you really want to grow a business, then you really got to understand you got to treat a human being right, and a lot of y'all. So yeah.
Man, he put me in check. I don't know if this. I think it was last year when I went to one of his events, Jay, down in Atlanta. We was in the room, and we was in a little private room, and he had a whiteboard. I met his queen the first time. We had a bunch of people, and I'm sitting there almost fanboyed out because I'm like, yo, I done seen this brother on IG, and I'm looking at him like, yo, the first time I met him, I'm sitting in the room, and he was like, yo, there's a lot of people that want to be speakers, and then he goes like this, this how you do. He go, but if you ain't got no back office, you really ain't no speaker. I was like, yo, wow, he just hit me right in the mouth. Like, I don't got no back office. He was like, you really don't have no business if you don't know how to run, if you don't know how to, streamline and have back office and automate. You really ain't no speaker. You talking. I was like, yo, he just crushed me. And he was right. He was right. There's a lot of people out here that really just want that flex. They want to see, they want to get up and they're doing it for the gram. They want to go into a school. And the fact that you said there are lives behind those words that you speak, bro, that is so heavy. That is the realest thing that I have ever heard because a lot of people don't even realize how powerful their words really are. You was talking about earlier, you was talking about the drug rehab center that you was in. And then Jay, you came on and you was talking about somebody asking you to go talk to somebody else about drugs, bro. Today, I had an issue with an employee, but one of my brokers hit me up. He was like, bro, I ain't got nobody to talk to. And I felt like I felt like for weeks I should have been reaching out to you. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, man, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I can talk to you. I'm like, what's good? He was like, man, I got a problem with Coke. When I drink, I have to do Coke. I'm like the pop, like, he was like, nah, like cocaine. I was like, oh, you gonna drop that in my lap and we work together? Okay, I'm sitting there like, I'm like, well, what's good? And we had this conversation. He's grown man, broke down crying to me about his problem. And he was like, man, I caught one of your videos. I didn't tell you this, but I caught one of your videos on Instagram.
Wow.
I didn't know you was on social media like that. Cause I might be a whole gangster outside of work. Like, you don't really know me like that. So I can't rock with you on social media, right? He was like, bro, I don't know how, but I found you on social media. I caught one of your videos. I'm like, yo, that's dope. So, man, the words that you have, that you say, that you share, those things are powerful, man. And bro, the thing that you just shared was really amazing. I want to ask you before we get close. We're getting close to winding this thing up. We've been on for 45 minutes. I want to ask you about the power of purpose. I want to get your take on it and how people in the industry that are not looking for the bag, that really do want to impact, that really do understand the power of their words and the weight and the calling and all of these things. I want you to talk to the people really quick about your take on the power of purpose and how they can tap into that despite where they came from how they can use their purpose and incorporate that in their ability to speak and craft their speeches.
Yeah. So I kind of look at it from this perspective. You look at Gatorade, right? They started off with the lemon lime, right? But then they said, you know what? We need other flavors. You know, we need Gatorade Zero, we need Gatorade Cherry, we need Gatorade.
Mhm.
And so I want you guys to understand this. Everything that you have encountered in your life is a new Gatorade.
Mm.
There's nothing that the creator has allowed you to go through to be a waste. Everything that you went through, he's like, okay, well, you look at, your dad wasn't in your life. That's a flavor, right? Your mom was in the psych ward because she had 3 nervous breakdown. That's a flavor. So he said, instead of wasting it, let's manufacture it and let's go put it out to the world. And based on the flavor, you know exactly who you need to be speaking to or who needs what you have right now. And so I would say to y'all, do not let your pain go to waste, or in this case, don't let the flavor go to waste, because you have so many different flavors on your product line that you're not even producing because you're allowing it to crush you rather than it to develop you. You feel me? And so I would say to you, the biggest thing, and I heard this a while back, was once you give your gift away, it no longer belongs to you. Don't be an Indian giver.
Ooh. Run that back, bro. Say it for everybody
Bro.
back here in the back that didn't hear that the first
Bro.
time. Y'all pay attention. Turn it up. Hit him again, Will.
Yeah. Once you give your gift away, it no longer belongs to you. Don't be an Indian giver.
I love that.
Yeah, that part right there, bro.
I love that.
Mm.
And that's
Really?
purpose.
That's the only way it really grows.
Yeah.
Because it's a seed.
Yeah.
Everything is a seed. And until you
Everything.
give the seed to the ground, it will not produce.
That's right.
That is a fact.
That's a hot one there, Will.
Wow.
What? That's a hot one, brother. Yeah.
Hey man, I have already said thank you. I cannot say thank you enough for being here, and the wisdom that you give and the things that you drop. I learn from you every time I'm around you, and that is a blessing to me, and that is a blessing to my life to be able to sit up under this man's voice and his knowledge and his wisdom and his insight and his obedience. And I learn every time I talk to you. So I'm just blown away as usual. I'm thankful. My heart is full again, bro, because this could have went south, with everything that's going on. So we are going to segue into one of the more exciting parts of our show. We're about to get into 3 Hot and a Mic Drop. Now, William, aka WillisBlessed Winfield, is about to take us out of here and give us one of the most heartfelt that he can give us, to give us some insight to go to the next level, whatever that is, whatever God about to put on his heart. He about to dust us off. So I want y'all to sit back, be prepared, have your ears and your heart open for what you're about to hear, because God about to lay it on you. This is 3 Hot and a Mic Drop. This is WillisBlessed.
Looking at your life right now. Bills stacked to the ceiling, marriage looking crazy, kids out in them streets doing who knows what. Let me say this to you today. Delay does not mean denied. Preach, Will. Delay does not mean denied. Preach, Will. What I want you to understand is that God will never make you wait without accelerating your process. God will never make you wait without accelerating your process. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's your Amazon Prime season. Not regular Amazon Prime season. What God's about to do in your life is about to take an automatic shift. People who used to hang out with you can't hang out with you no more. The people who used to talk to you can't talk to you no more. Because He's putting a new language inside of you. He's putting a new vision inside of you. And better yet, let me say this to you and hear me and turn me up on the legacy on this one. Here's what it is. Stop allowing people who operate by sight to proofread His vision. Preach, Will. Stop allowing people who operate by sight to proofread God's vision. I hear you, Ellen Keller. The only thing that's worse than being blind is having sight with no vision. What your vision look like? Where you going? Who's counting on you? Your legacy. Your legacy. Your family, your grandbabies. The Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Don't be selfish, just wait for your children. Your grandbabies need it. And then their grandbabies need it. Your legacy is what's going to put you in position to be remembered. And so I say to you today, don't live this life just to exist, but live this life to be remembered. Monday, live it. Tuesday, live it. Wednesday, live it. Thursday, live it. Friday, live it. Saturday, live it. Sunday, live it. Because the greats are not great. Greats are great because of how consistent they stay in what they do. You can live twice. You can leave a legacy. Let's get it. Let's grow. Preach, Will. Let's be great.
My God, none other than Will is blessed. Just killed that, dropped that mic, burnt it down. Listen, bro, I am super stoked. The fact that you came in here and you just blazed like that, you gave us knowledge, you gave us impact, you gave us wisdom, and you just tore your 3 minutes down and dropped that heavy nugget on us, bro. I'm happy. Yo, I'm so happy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We was nervous, like, how we gonna do this, man? You think people? I'm like, yo, the guys that I got lined up, they about to lick it. You remember that, Jay? I'm like, yo,
bro.
They about
Man,
to lick
look here, bro. We building the table that God told us to build.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when they come to this table, hey man, you want something else, you got to go somewhere else. But when you come to this table, this is what it is. And everybody that come here, they already gonna know. As that man said in 300, tonight we dine. We ate tonight, Will.
Yeah.
But it's still some lamb on that table, boy. It's still some more lamb on that table,
My
boy.
God.
Hey man, let me tell you, man.
It's
I'm
still
honored,
some lamb left
bro.
in Calvary. Give it to him,
Yeah,
Jay.
it's still some lamb on there, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm grateful to God for meeting brothers and soldiers. I call us these 21st century warriors, man.
Yeah.
We may not be out battling like the old gladiators, but boy, we're battling in the spirit and we tearing down walls of tradition, darkness, and we're bringing light to those that have been sheltered by society and hid and tucked in the corner. And God is sending his emissaries to go get them, bro.
Yeah.
We got to get them, Will. We got to get them, Kev. And we're doing it.
That's real. That's real. Man, listen. We getting ready to wrap this up and head out.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't followed Will is Blessed on IG, which if you haven't, I don't know what planet you living on. This guy's on everything. You know, seen him on TikTok. You'll see him on IG. You'll see him on Facebook. He's constantly holding challenges and he's taking in people that really want to speak in this game. If you haven't gotten to that point yet, if you have not gotten there, then by all means, follow Will on IG. Follow him. Follow Jesse. Get in his programs. Get in his coaching program. I promise you, your speaking business will go to the next level. And if it ain't there yet, you will learn. All right. Thank you all for following us. Thank you all for tapping in. If you are not watching us on YouTube and you are listening to us on Spotify, you can follow us on YouTube at the Authentically Real Podcast. That's Authentically Real Podcast on YouTube. All of his links will be in the show notes, where you can book Will to come speak at your school or at your next upcoming event. I'm your host, Big Kev. That's my boy, my brother, my mentor, my cosign, JTM.
Yes, sir.
This is the Speakers Roundtable hosted by Authentically Real. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We thank y'all for tapping in. If you're on YouTube, please follow, like, leave a comment down below. If you got somebody that you think that would be able to come in here and blaze that mic like Will just did, send them our way. Send them our way. Let's get that. Thank you guys. We love y'all. We'll see you with the next episode. It's your boy Big Kev, and we out. Peace.